How's it? Today is August 9th, and it is a new sort of week of snatching, or a new sort of training week. Given what I did last week, Steve wanted me to take it easy again this week, to at least for Monday, to just allow myself to be properly rested. Like I did have a pretty sore back on Tuesday, and so everything after Tuesday last week was modified to accommodate for that, and this is another accommodation because last week I technically hit a PR for the power snatch plus hang doubles. I think I went to 200, which 200 is my best power snatch ever, so that's cool to think about. But today it was just the double hang snatch portion of that complex. These felt pretty good and also pretty not good. I think every single of the first reps was pretty damn good, but all of my second reps were left a lot to be desired. They were not very consistent with regards to where they were placed relative to the first set or the first rep. So that is something I am trying to work on. Another thing I'm really trying to work on here is keeping my upper body active without pulling early, without pulling with my arms early. It's very hard to see on these with my sweater on, but you'll be able to see what I'm talking about a little bit later. So I guess to be more specific, what I'm trying to do is keep my arms straight while having my lats sort of locked in. So it's a little bit of internal rotation from my shoulder, not excessive internal rotation, because overhead you're going to have to get some amount of external rotation in order to actually put the bar over your head. So I'm just having enough to make it so that my lats are tight and that my arms, I can curl my wrists. You can see it here in my right arm here. And I do a pretty good job there, but some of the second reps, again, are not where I would like them to be. A few of them I'm just basically pulling and praying, throwing myself under the bar, and that's not a place I ever want to be in. This was a good rep. I think another thing that I'm trying to do is imitate. You can see there, I just pulled and prayed. I'm trying to imitate that start position where I have my hips a little bit higher and then I rock into position so that my whole upper body is tight. I'm trying to imitate that position from my hang start position. So I pull on it as if I were going from the ground. And right here, yep, that's like positioning from the ground, and then I pull up to hip, and then I reset, and then I go again from the hip, and that's like super helpful for me. That was the best set, for sure. Here's my last set. So Steve didn't really tell me how many I should do. He just said a few, and I felt like I could have done 5, so I did 5, and it's great because I had no misses, which is a fun time for me because I don't have 100% completion days very often. I think last week I did one as well, but the week before that I had a ton of fails. And then here is the banded snatch deadlift making a resurgence here. This is G1's red band. I do think I'm probably going to pick up my own so that I don't have to keep asking him for it. And also, in the case that this one breaks, I don't want to be the reason that he's out a red band. But this is pretty light. 3 sets of 3. He said 3 to 5 sets of 3, but I was running out of time. So I just did 3 threes, and then I moved into my snatch balance. And Steve's range for me today was 245 to 255. And me being me, I always choose the higher end range for almost everything. Well, I guess except banded snatch deadlifts. Okay, if time permits, I almost always choose the higher end range for everything, just because I feel like I have the work capacity to do things, and I feel like I don't skimp out too much on work that is given to me. And so here's my set of one. It was pretty good. I can't imagine snatching this anytime soon. It's 116, which is only 1 kilo above my goal, but it's gonna happen someday. I don't know how soon. Hopefully in the next year. After that, I did one set of each for the pull up and the hanging leg raise because again I was running out of time. I needed to go to an apartment viewing, so that's what I did. That's it for today. Real simple. Thank you for watching. Shoots.